Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news. When you think about all the pieces that could potentially reshape the Giants' future, one name keeps popping up in whispers around NFL circles: T.J. Watt. Yes, the Steelers' edge rusher who has been a nightmare for quarterbacks for nearly a decade. Now, rumors suggest that the Steelers, sitting at a 6-5 record with a solid but costly defense, might be willing to part ways with Watt in a bold move to free up cap space and rebuild their roster. And this isn't just wishful thinking. There are some serious discussions happening behind closed doors that could see Watt donning the Giants' blue and white sooner than expected. The Steelers are navigating a tight cap situation, around $25. $2 million over the cap after Watt's holdout, and with Watt's recent monster season, they face an interesting dilemma. Watt, drafted back in 2017 and a proven sack artist, has consistently been among the league's elite pass rushers. In 2024, he's been on another level, racking up an astonishing 5 sacks, which is currently NFL record territory, along with a PFF grade of 88, 5 and an EPA per pressure of 0.26. His presence on the field is undeniable, and it's exactly the kind of impact player that can instantly elevate any defense, especially one looking to make a push in the postseason. Now, the Giants are in a different phase, rebuilding after a rough 2023 season that saw them finish 2-10 following the firing of Brian Daboll. Their roster is full of young, talented players, but they're still missing that game-changing edge rusher who can consistently disrupt offenses. Kayvon Thibodeaux has shown flashes of brilliance, but he's still developing into that elite pass rusher the Giants desperately need. Adding Watt would be a game-changer, transforming their entire defensive approach and giving them an elite presence on the line that offensive lines fear. The potential trade scenario? Well, sources suggest that the Steelers could be looking for a high second-round pick in 2026 from the Giants. Why? Because they're prioritizing their long-term quarterback plans, possibly extending Justin Fields, who's been showing flashes of being a franchise QB, but needs more weapons and protection. The Steelers might see Watt as a luxury they can't afford in the long run if they're focusing on rebuilding around Fields. Meanwhile, the Giants, looking at their cap situation and roster needs, could see this as a win-win, adding a superstar pass rusher while also addressing their quarterback's protection and their overall defensive depth. The impact of Watt joining the Giants would be seismic. Not only would it bolster their pass rush, but it would also send a clear message to the rest of the league that the Giants are serious about contending. With Watt's ability to generate pressure, averaging around 22% pressure rate and a sack rate of approximately 1.6 per game in 2025, he would complement Kayvon Thibodeaux perfectly. The duo could form one of the most feared pass-rushing tandems in the NFL, pushing the Giants' sack total from around 35 to potentially over 60. That kind of pressure can dismantle offenses, force turnovers, and swing momentum in critical moments. On the defensive side, Watt's addition would dramatically improve the Giants' ability to stop the run and defend against big plays. His presence on the field elevates the entire defense, allowing them to be more aggressive and creative with their pass rush schemes. His ability to collapse the pocket and force hurried throws would make life easier for the secondary, which has been a mixed bag this season. The Giants' secondary, led by players like Banks, would benefit from less pressure on them, and Watt's ability to generate double teams would open opportunities for other pass rushers and coverage defenders. Offensively, the Giants could also see benefits. While Watt isn't a receiver, his presence demands extra attention from offensive lines, which could free up some space for Saquon Barkley and the running game. Plus, with the defense improving significantly, the Giants could lean more on their offense to control the game and sustain drives, especially with a young quarterback like Daniel Jones, who's been working hard to regain confidence after injuries and struggles this season. Improving the defense's efficiency and creating more turnovers means more possessions for the offense, keeping the team competitive and in the hunt. Looking at the bigger picture, the addition of Watt could ignite a playoff push and elevate the Giants' chances for a deep postseason run. The current odds for winning the Super Bowl are around plus 100, but with Watt in the fold, some analysts believe those odds could shorten significantly, perhaps as low as plus 30, according to some betting sites like DraftKings. That's a massive boost for a team that's still in transition, but has the talent and coaching to surprise everyone. From a strategic standpoint, the Giants would need to balance their cap and roster considerations carefully. Watt's contract, which has been one of the most productive in the league, would need to be negotiated, but the potential benefits far outweigh the costs. Plus, the Giants could look at other areas of need, such as strengthening the secondary or adding depth at wide receiver, to complement Watt's impact. Their defense, which currently averages around 8 points allowed per game, could drop into the low 20s or even high teens, turning the team into a legitimate playoff contender. As for the Steelers, their decision to trade Watt would be controversial. He's been a franchise cornerstone, and losing such a key player could hurt their pass rush significantly. But they might see this as an opportunity to reset financially and build around their young quarterback, Fields, while accumulating draft capital to rebuild the roster. They have also been rumored to be rebuilding their wide receiver core, which hints at a strategic shift in their approach. In terms of the Giants' future, a move like this would be a statement that they're ready to compete now, not just rebuild. It's a bold step, but one that could set the franchise up for sustained success for years to come. The NFL landscape is always changing, and adding a player of Watt's caliber would certainly make the NFC East even more competitive. The Cowboys, Eagles, and Commanders are all formidable opponents, but with Watt on the Giants' side, the division's dynamics could shift dramatically. Of course, all of this is speculation for now. The NFL trade deadline and the upcoming offseason will reveal whether such a blockbuster deal is in the cards. But for Giants fans, dreaming about a defense led by Watt, Thibodeaux, and a revitalized team is exciting. It's a vision of a dominant, relentless unit that could carry the Giants deep into the playoffs and beyond. The potential is there, and if the stars align, the Giants might just make a move that redefines their franchise. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Watt would be the missing piece to finally push the Giants over the top? Would you trade a second-round pick in 2026 for a player who could change the entire trajectory of this franchise? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Giants news. This offseason could be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and you don't want to miss any of it. Keep supporting your Giants, and let's hope these rumors turn into reality, because if they do, it could be the start of something special.